Bardos. Because of the popularity of the Tibetan Book of the Dead, people usually associate the word Bardo with death. It is true that Bardo is used in everyday speech among Tibetans for the intermediate state between death and rebirth, but it has a much wider and deeper meaning. It is in the Bardo teachings, perhaps more than anywhere else, that we can see just how profound and all-encompassing the Buddha's knowledge of life and death is, and how inseparable what we have called life and what we have called death truly are. When we see and understood clearly from the perspective of enlightenment, we can divide the whole of our existence into four realities: life, dying and death, after death, and rebirth. These are the four Bardos: the natural Bardo of this life, the painful Bardo of dying, the luminous Bardo of Dharmata, and the karmic Bardo of becoming. 1. The natural Bardo of this life spans an entire period between birth and death. At our present state of knowledge, this may seem more than just a Bardo, a transition. But if we think about it, it will become clear that, compared to the enormous length and duration of our karmic history, the time we spend in this life is in fact relatively short. The teachings tell us emphatically that the Bardo of this life is the only and therefore best time to prepare for death, by becoming familiar with the teaching and stabilizing the practice. 2. The painful Bardo of dying lasts from the beginning of the process of dying right up until the end of what is known as the inner respiration. This, in turn, culminates in the dawning of the nature of mind, what we call the ground luminosity at the moment of death. 3. The luminous Bardo of Dharmata encompasses the after-death experience of the radiance of nature of mind, the luminosity or clear light, which manifests as sound, color, and light. 4. The karmic Bardo of becoming what we generally call the Bardo or intermediate state, which lasts right up until the moment we take on a new birth. What distinguishes and defines each of the Bardos is that they are all gaps or periods in which the possibility of awakening is particularly present. Opportunities for liberation are occurring continuously and interruptedly throughout life and death, and the Bardo teachings are the key or tool that enables us to discover and recognize them, and to make the fullest possible use of them.